how do I know that this awareness, it's more like a continuation of that, okay. How do I know that this awareness that I am is infinite? Are time and space in the mind only? Is awareness, okay, these are all some discrete questions. Okay, let's see. How do I know that it is infinite? Because the Shruti tells me so. Leave something to the Pramana, no. Pramana has to reveal. Pramana reveals. The Pramana is my eye for that which I cannot see with the eye. The Pramana is that which helps me to see what I can't see, rationally and naturally. So the Pramana means what? Words of the Shastra. So there are two things. From my own standpoint of this body-mind-sense complex, there is a yearning for the infinite. I may not call it infinite. I may call it BFF with a last F underlined. Best friend? Forever. Well, forever I want. The BF I'm not so interested in. It's the forever I want. Everything I want forever, 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 forever. What is for the name forever? Infinite. Even the person in the fifth marriage, while taking the vows, says what? This time it's forever. What about the other 4 times? Shh, let's not talk about that now. This time it is forever. It's the forever that one wants. It's the permanence. Oh, I just purchased a house. Is it your own? And everybody says yes, even though the bank owns it. Yeah. It's not rented, it's my own house. And then I got a job. Is it permanent? Nobody is interested in the job. It's in the permanence. So that's how we know that this awareness must be infinite. Because otherwise, you see, this is a very interesting extension of a logic that is in keeping with the Shruti. When you came out of the mother's tummy, did you think, oh, I'm hungry. I don't know if there'll be this thing called food. I better pack a sandwich as I'm being born. No, the child comes just like that. You didn't think, I don't know if there'll be oxygen. Right now I was, breathing through the umbilical cord. And then when that's going to be cut, how will I live? I need an oxygen tank, I'm going to order it now. No. And all the babies that are born to all the mammals, when you see on National Geographic, it's just such a wonder. So much magical it is, so wonderful. The baby is born, and then and some of these babies, they don't even have eyes open. Cat, dog, eyes are shut. The baby is born, without GPS, it makes its way to the mother's breast. It does. It knows that's where the food is, there is that intelligence. It doesn't need directions, take a left, go straight, yeah, there it is. No, it just knows. That instinct is Ishvara there. So, hunger is there, food is what? Given. For all the natural, uncultivated yearnings, the solution is given here and now. It's not that you're hungry now and then somebody tells you there's a lot of food in heaven. What will you feel like doing? Sending that person to heaven right now, if they tell you that. Food is, when do you need the food? Now. When is it here? Now. When do you need the air? Now. It's provided. When do you need clothes to protect yourself from heat and cold? Now. And then when is it provided? Now. For every uncultivated desire, God made desire. There is a solution where? Here and now. So too, for this yearning for this forever, there has to be a solution here and now. And the solution is Vedanta Shastra. Okay. Then next one, Are time and space in the mind only? No, it's vyavaharika. Because when we say tasmad va etasmad atmana akashas sambhutah, Akasha was born. Here also in the Mundaka we'll see kham vayuhu jyotirapah prithivi vishvasya dharini. In the next couple of verses we'll see that. So, and then this is what, so kham is space. Space, whenever the Shastra says space, we have to put a forward slash and time, space time, because that's the continuum. Space is there, time is there, it has a mithya reality. It's not pratibhasika. If it is pratibhasika, then there is some kind of a mental disorder. For example, if the person thinks, I am 5 years old and has lost some, what is it called? Some kind of amnesia. They are somehow stuck in some time, in some place. So barring that, space and time are empirical. They have an empirical reality, and then they are not in the mind only. Is awareness experienced as an object? I am going to give this question to you. It will be I have full confidence, it will be a student answered question. Is awareness experienced as an object? No. Okay, you got your answer. Okay, very proud of you. And then, does pure consciousness have intention? No. It does not. It does not have intention. Satchidananda does not want to do anything, does not intend to do anything. Yes, Shreyas, tell me.
If you could go like 2 questions, time and space in the mind only.
Yeah.
If time and space are intrinsic to the empirical reality, wouldn't that mean that awareness exists in time and space?
No. Because awareness is not in time and space. Time and space as though are in awareness. Because the infinite is free of time and space. And when you are having a good time, and you lose sense of time and space. That's why. When you are one with that forever, in small whatever, when you lose yourself, small doses, yes. You lose sense of time and space.
But isn't that just our experience of time and space? Couldn't time and space still be...
Time and space cannot be absolute. Even Einstein says so. Everybody says so. Time and space absolutely cannot be absolute. Both are relative. You see, for example, before the Industrial Revolution, they made sweaters at home. I mean, in England, this is what they do. It was called the putting out system. So 1 week they would bring the wool and give it to the families. Or some people would shear the sheep and whatnot. Let's just take this part of it. So the family would sit together, knit the sweater, knit the socks, the booties, the caps and everything, and go to the Saturday market to sell. And whatever they did, they did. So the means of production were in their hands. And how much ever they wanted to work, could work. They worked at home. This work from home is not new, it's ancient. Now after pandemic, everybody has gone back to that. It was there from a long time. And then what happened? Then they found this, what was that called? Ginny. Ginny was discovered. Cotton gin, a machine called cotton gin, which wove everything much, much faster. And it's very difficult to make the machine, it's very difficult to transport the machine, and so that's how the office system started. One wailing siren at 5 to 8 o'clock. Meaning in 5 minutes you have to be here. Because how else everybody has to go there and work. Few machines, lots of people. So the whole time got revolutionized. Now what we have, this frenetic, frenzied 9 to 5 thing started with the Industrial Revolution. And so therefore, we know from that itself that time is relative. The people used to have so much leisure on their hands, and they only worked as much as they wanted to. But here, all these things started, collective bargaining, unionization, because bad treatment was there in the offices and the assembly line and in the factories. So unionization started, fight with management started, and everything. All this, what we have. So time and space are relative. They cannot be absolute. And then, how is the witness consciousness really free if it cannot choose what it wants to witness? The witness consciousness is really free. It doesn't need to choose. The witness consciousness happens to be in the place of a witness if there is something to witness. If there is nothing to witness, the witness goes away, and witness you can cut out, and what is there? Only consciousness. It doesn't have a pressure to witness. Just like the sun doesn't have a pressure to reveal things in the universe as it rises. The sun just reveals without the verb reveal, to reveal being a verb. It's its nature. When you say the sun shines, technically the shine is a verb, but it's not really shining. Okay? It's not really an action. How can I be sure that consciousness is not generated by the brain? Many people thought that. Yeah. Because even when there is brain injury, consciousness is. It is palpable. That book I told you about, I don't know if I told you here. No, I told in Bahamas. Sorry, I'll tell you now. So, there was this neuroscientist who studied strokes and everything, long time ago, and she herself one day had a stroke. And she had to learn everything from scratch, how to walk, how to feed herself, how to dress herself, how to talk, everything. Everything was forgotten. She had a PhD, she had a wonderful job, she was a researcher in a hospital somewhere in California, and everything was forgotten. And then she, in a way, found herself, because she had been so much in her head, she said, that she had not really thought about what is it that powers the body-mind-sense complex. She had not really thought about that. So even with so much, because she had an aneurysm in the brain, and that was the cause of the stroke, I suppose, and even with so much brain damage, and so much physiotherapy, so much occupational therapy, so much speech therapy, what all she did not do. Then she writes this book, her name was Jill Bolt, and her book is called A Bolt of Insight. So very, very nice. So that's why we know it's not generated by the brain. And then there is another person, Indian lady by the name of, what's her name? Lata Mani is her name. And she was involved, again, also in California, in a terrible accident. She too was a very erudite scholar and everything, and then lost it all. And then some of such people's reading we should see. And then when they can see that knowledge comes through the brain, but it's not dependent on the brain. It's not generated by the brain. Thank you. You are most welcome. Yeah. Last one. Actually, last two. Time is mithya. Yes. It is relative. Bingo. We focus on the now in meditation and avoid thoughts of the past and the future. Yes, you are really getting it. However, since Brahman is limitless in knowledge and without boundaries, is it possible for me, who realizes they are one with Brahman, to access both the past and the future? As somebody was aware of as Arjuna was not aware of the past lives. Lord Krishna, bahuni me vyatitani janmani tava charjuna. And all these, many janmas have been undertaken by you and me, O Arjuna. There is slight difference between you and me. I know all your janmas and mine too. You don't know any of them. He doesn't know any of them. But then, coming to your question, is it possible, since Brahman is everything and knowledge without boundaries, is it possible for the one who knows that they are one with Brahman to access the past and future? Yes. If that's what they wanted to do. Yes, possible. But I have a question for you also. Why should you ask all the questions? Yeah, let me ask one. Why? Why? What is achieved by knowing? If it's just a curiosity and you want to know, okay, fine. It's possible to know perhaps. But, already this life itself we have so many regrets. Kimaham sadhu na karavam. Why did I do the wrong thing? Kimaham papam akaravam iti. Why didn't I do the right thing? Already so much regret is there. So much fear is there. Oh, I should have said something else. I should have not done this. I hurt this one. I did that one. And suppose I got Brahma Jnanam. Let's say, aha, I know I'm Brahman. Now let me focus on the past life. I was a puppy. And then what? My mother abandoned me. Only at 6 weeks she left me. I still wanted to be with her, but she just went. And then I had to come through life all alone. Is that something making one happy? No. So many things will be there, so many regrets, so many fears, so many things. So many people that I may have abandoned, so many people that have abandoned me perhaps. So many omissions, so many commissions that if we look at it, we will run away. So then, therefore, Mother Maya, out of her kindness, has put a veil in between the lives. Enjoy this life. And future, Brahmajnani has no lives in the future. So the future, there is no need to even talk about. Past is there, yes. But the past, the definition of a Brahmajnani, Atmajnani, is the one who makes a repast out of the past. Yes. Yasya brahmacha kshatram cha ubhe bhavata odanaha mrityuhu yasya upasechanam kaitha veda yasya saha. Beautiful. So all the divisions in society, this is a Brahmana, this is a Kshatriya, all this, for the Jnani are like rice and dal. What do you do with the rice and dal? Throw it away when nobody is looking. No. So that hit this thing. Okay, all right, good to know. So what do you do with the rice and dal? Mix it and gulp it down. So all the categories and all the divisions in society for whom is just odanaha, food, rice and dal. And death itself, the death as a impeding death, the imminent death is like the pickle. Pickle you don't need a lot, you just need a little bit. You just touch it and that's all it is. Mrityu is death. Death is a pickle for whom kaitha veda yatra saha, where this person is mentally, where this person is, cannot catch them. They are in a realm of their own. So I doubt that the Jnani will want to look into either theirs or somebody else's past unless it was necessary for somebody's welfare. So just to see if there was something like that. And if you do this, what is that called? Nadi astrology. There they will always, the second chapter is always about past. It's all binary questions. They say, don't tell me anything. I will tell you everything, okay? You just give me yes, no answers. Your mom's name begins with an M, and first time you say no. Your father's name begins with a P, and then how much to sit there? You're getting bored. No, it begins with an S. Aha! See, you have done more than this. This is how they glean the information, and they have like a skeletal, whatever it is. And then the second chapter is very interesting. You were in Sri Lanka in your last life. I don't know why everybody is sent to Sri Lanka. Most of the people. Has anybody had Nadi astrology here? Were you in Sri Lanka? Interesting. See? Yeah, people think I sit here and make stuff up, which is true, I do sometimes. Yeah, but not all the time. Yeah. So in Sri Lanka, this thing. And then in Sri Lanka, what happened? There will always be one meditating sage. And what did you do? You stepped in the path. And the sage got angry, cursed you, and that's why your life is rotten right now. This is what they will say. This is what they'll say to your face. Okay, then what to do? Oh, feed some sadhus. Easy, just give a bhandara. Even if that's true or not, doesn't matter. So this is what it is. Feed some sadhus, and then this is what will happen. And this is the parihara solution. Okay, why are we talking about this? Past. Brahmagyani, will they be interested in the past? Will they be interested in the, not really. Their own past, not really, because they are not identified even with this life. Why will they be identified with previous life and previous to previous life? No. Other person's life may be to look into and give them some comfort, healing. Yes.
Can I say something?
Yeah. This is your question?
No.
Okay. Yeah. Then?
That's because I told you I do Akashic Records reading.
Yeah.
And there's I check the past of the person
Yeah.
to see if there is anything that is affecting her present life.
Yeah. That is the only reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because this really can see if there is something that is the person is feeling in this.
Yes.
She doesn't understand.
Right.
It's like a thing that's good to see the past lives.
Yes, but not any other reason. That's what I said, to help them. Does one who has fully realized that Atma is Brahman need to sleep? Yes. If one has fully realized the truth of the waking world, since the ignorance has vanished, what's the point of deep sleep? Which is born of ignorance. Deep sleep is not born of ignorance, dear. Yeah. Wouldn't this person be mostly in the state of Turiya? Very nice. I appreciate the spirit of the question. First of all, Turiya is not a state. What is Turiya? That which goes into every state. The truth of each state is Turiya. Turiya is not a state. This is a misconception, a very, a strong misconception which we carry. It's okay. Let it drop. There is still time for the course to finish. Yeah, let it drop slowly. What's the rush? You can ask the same question again. Okay, no problem. So, Turiya is not a state. We think Turiya is some kind of a state of attainment, and then I'll be in that and no need to eat, no need to sleep, no need to drink. No. So, Turiya is not a state. Turiya is that which visits each and every state without becoming any one of them. So, the Jnani will visit the waking state, will visit the sleep state, may sleep more than others, who knows. And because the Jnani is free to do so. So, here I will tell a small tale between two Shishyas. Shishyas means students, disciples. Disciples were talking about their gurus, respective gurus, and saying how enlightened their gurus were. Shishya number 1, my guru is so enlightened, he doesn't need to eat, he doesn't need to sleep, and he doesn't need to go to the bathroom. Shishya number 2 said, my guru is so enlightened that he sleeps whenever he wants. She goes to the bathroom whenever she wants, and she eats whenever she wants. That is freedom. Yeah, there should be no pressure either to sleep or to stay awake all the time. Even though that verse is there, 69th verse or something in the second chapter, where it says, Yanisha sarva bhutanam tasyam jagarti samyami. Yasyam jagrati bhutani sa nisha pashyato munehe. It talks about night and day. Unto that night in which the jnani is awake, the masses are asleep. It's a metaphorical night. It's the night means it's night and day. The jnani's reality and the ajnani's reality are like night and day. It's a simile. It's a metaphor. Meaning, into that reality in which the jnani is awake, everybody is snoring, fast asleep. Into the reality of kalaha, conflict, consumptions, bhoktritvam, kartritvam, that other people are awake, the jnani is fast asleep. We can't take it literally. It's just for fun. Wow, 8:45. Fantastic. Bhagavan is great. Om sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayah, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukkha bhag bhavet, asato ma sadgamaya, tamaso ma jyotirgamaya, mrityorma amritangamaya. Om purnamadav purnamidam purnat purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Tomorrow, go to the